Hey everybody, 21st Century Jedi here. And today I wanted to go in a little bit of a different direction um, in honor of the um, Paris Olympics. I wanted to get this in before the Olympics were completed. So we're going to do Summer Games 1 and hopefully 2 tonight. We're just going to mess around a little bit with it just to have some fun. I don't feel like competing in all the games because it's basically just myself. So I don't want to keep hearing the same old anthem, unless maybe I might do like compete in one event just so we can hear different anthems. But other than that, we'll go ahead and go through each of the events a little bit, just have some fun tonight. I've been trying to read up and practice a little bit on some of the events I'm weak at. There is one event that I am not going to do, which is the 100-meter dash in this one, simply because I don't want to destroy my keyboard trying to play it, and I don't feel like hooking up a joystick that's probably not going to work anyway. Um, So yeah, so that's what we're gonna do tonight. Foxfire, good to see you as always, my friend. Um, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. All right, so let's do the opening ceremonies first. We'll enjoy this little fun thing. Let's bring that up. Let that load. Just FYI, I am probably not 100% tonight as this thing loads. I'm I don't know. I went out today with my granddaughter. Still amazes me. I'm sorry. That's done in less than 64K of RAM, folks. 64,000 bytes of memory, and that was done. Let's see them try and do that to today's PC for crying out loud. Anyway, I was out with my granddaughter today. We did go to see a car show. Um, had a good time. Got to see some cool cars and stuff, but it was just kind of draining on me a little bit. She's a handful to keep up with sometimes, just because she asks so many questions and digs her heels in and gets stubborn sometimes, and it's very difficult to work around and work with that personality sometimes when all I want to do is just kind of go with the flow, you know. So anyway, I'm still recovering a little bit from the exertion of today, but we're okay. I'll probably be better tomorrow. I need changes to one joystick, I think. How do I want to do this? I don't know if I want to practice or if I want to just play through these. Why don't we try playing through them and just have fun with it? And then if I goof up, then so be it. Excuse me. We will compete in one event. It will let me do that. That's interesting. And we will start off with, let's go with Epyx. No, let's start with the US. Here, the good old Star Spangled Banner. I think we should hit enter, hit yes. And we'll start with good old pole vault. So a little quick backstory on this. I remember one of my favorite memories of just this particular event is, like I've said before, this emulator and the games can all fit on a little thumb drive. Like heck, I mean, you could probably get to within like a 1 gig thumb drive, probably even less than that, because it doesn't take a lot of space, the emulator and all the games and stuff. So when I was in the army and we had some work to do in one of the shelters or something like that, we had one of these little tough book laptops, and obviously it's the army, so you got to be very careful and stuff. And I'm like, look, this stuff all runs on the thumb drive, so no one's even gonna care, and it's all virus protected and stuff. So We did it. We would be in the shelter and we would be playing on this game, and excuse me, particularly this event, pole vault. I had a friend of mine. He was determined to try and make the like one of the highest pole vaulting heights that you could do, like 5.8 or 5.9. And he would just keep going at it over and over and over again as we were like just sitting in the shelter waiting for our orders and stuff. It was hilarious. Um, just up and down. I might have to change the joystick port. Hold on. Yeah, I think I might have to. Alt J. Nope, let's try again. Oh, that must be it. Okay, so new height. Try this jump, sure. First try. Okay, so what I'm supposed to do is bring it down, lower it, bring it up to swing upward, and then let go of the pole. Here we go. Select pole grip. I always go with a high pole grip, so that way I can get the maximum clearance over the bar. Here we go. So you run forward with the pole, drop it into the hole. Oh, I missed. Rats. Got to start a little earlier. That might be too soon. Crap. Gotta make it this time. Oh, no, I missed. Fault. We're gonna do that again. Better get some water for this. All right, let's try that again. Pole vault. No, we're gonna go right to 4-5. First try, high pole grip. Here we go. Now I got the hang of this. Pull tip goes right about there. Boom. This is a little bit too much. I'm going to take this down. That way I don't have to see so much contrast there. 4-8, new height. Yeah, let's try that. High pull grip. Go for it. See how far we can go with this. Oh, look at that. That was beautiful. So what I'm doing for my tip, if you want to play this at home and try this, when my pole, as you can see, it's like you can see with my mouse cursor here, it starts like this, right? So when the tip of my pole gets to about the midpoint here, that's when I push it down with the joystick so that it lowers it. It should, at that point, hit the pit at the right spot, and then you let your pole bend, and then as he starts to bend upward, about halfway up the height of the bar here, you push up on the joystick to kind of tip him up over the pole so he can start pushing himself up over the bar. And then at the right point, when the pole gets upright, that's when you want to let go and hit the button to let it go. High pole grip. Here we go. Watch the tip of the pole. Get it just down right there. Oop. Ah! Fell off. A little late on that one. There we go. A little bit too much there because you want to, again, at the higher heights, you have to clear him completely over the bar. So you got to watch when he kind of flips over the pole and stuff. So 5.1 meters. Oh, his feet clipped it, I think. Did that one just a slight bit too early. Oh, we got it. Still going too early, and when I let go of the pole, I got to go a little bit later. Nah. Here we go. Got it. It's all about getting his feet and his body over that bar and then being able to hit the button at the right time. It takes a lot of practice to really get it right at the highest heights here. Oh, that was a good one. It seemed like a good one, but I think at the higher heights that doesn't work either. I think the highest I've ever done is 5.8. I think that's their limit. I don't know if anyone's ever gotten 6, but we'll see. Ooh, we're at 5.4. Doing good. Let's see if 5.5 works. Nope. Hit it with my hands. A little early there. Oh, too late on that one. Last try 5.5. Here we go. Nah, he won't. He's not letting go of the button there. So 5.4 will be the winning height on this one. All right, platform diving. We'll have fun with this one, I think. Let's move on to that one. Let's do compete in one event. No, we'll change this. Again, this time we're going to go Epyx. And that's it. So if you can imagine, like, my friends and I would play this game, we'd be huddled around the computer at home, and there'd be like 3, 4, 5 of us sometimes, and we'd like pass the joystick around to play these individual events. We'd have to enter our names in, pick our flag and stuff, and sometimes we pick crazy ones. I'll be from West Germany, sure. I'll be from Norway or whatever. Didn't care, just all we cared about was just playing and seeing if we could beat each other. All right, so this one, let's see if I remember how to do this one. There's rules on this one. So what you can do is, I forgot to do that. You can do a forward jump with the forward turn here. So you hit the button to jump. It's a matter of which direction you move your joystick. It'll automatically turn your diver into either like a crouch. He'll do like a full pike, a half pike, or a quarter pike or something, and then you can do the last one just straight in so you can dive in. And the goal, of course, is to try and come in straight in at the end there. I used to be able to time this pretty well with just like a full tuck, and then just time it like when you get down to the level of the crowd here. If you pull down on the stick, I think it gets a pretty good dive if I'm not mistaken. But we'll see. He'll either belly flop or he'll do decent. So let's see. Oops. I think I gotta press up instead of down. Nah, zeros all the way, huh? I thought that had a lot of style. All right, backward dive. Let's try. Oh, there's a belly flop. I got a 4.0 out of it, though. Somebody liked it. Look at those points. And now a reverse dive. Let's do... Oh, that wasn't terrible. Almost got a full straight in there. If you get it like perfect straight in with no splash and stuff, you can get 10s in this. I know that. So that was 116 points. That was better. Inward dive. Let's try... That wasn't terrible. 9. I almost got a full in there. It wasn't very technical dive, unfortunately. Again, practice makes perfect, so what you can do is you can do a combination of those things. I'll show you that one more time here. So if we do that again, and what we used to do is just kind of just mess around with the joystick a little bit. It's like that, just hit all the directions and get a difficult degree of difficulty. And then if you can end it at the end with a full straight in, you get a lot of points. So we got a difficulty rating of 2.4 there, which wasn't terrible. All right, so we do the backward here. Oh, almost. 2.5 on that one. Got 100 points easy. Here we go. Yeah, that was way off on that one. Still got decent points, though. Ooh, that was good. There's a 10. 9.5. You're out of your mind there, Soviet Union judge. 4 10s on that one, though. And a 2.6 difficulty rating, so that was pretty good. Not bad. Okay, let's go to the next one. We're going to change this up. Let's see, which nation to go with? Well, I'll go with France this time. I think I would like to honor some no longer here nations like West Germany and the Soviet Union. Just for the heck of it, you know, hear their anthems. All right, so 4x400 relay. Let me look up the directions on this one real quick. So this one, it's really just left and right, I think. And then fire button to hand over the stick. Yeah. Yep. So this ought to be cool. Let's see what this one does. Load that one. Wait for that. New heat. 21 CJ. Fra. Computer pacer. Okay, so it's really just right to run fast, left to recover your energy. See the little white bar next to my name? I'm going to try and keep that up as much as possible. So just holding it right to run fast. And take the stick. Go, run! What are you doing? Oh, you are slow. Go catch him. It was a terrible handoff on the first leg there. Oh, he's catching him. Run, run! What are you doing? Don't stand still. Come on, make it. You can do it. You can do it. Ugh. We tied. All right. Let's try another one here. Let's change it up to, I think we'll do West Germany. All right, so we're not doing a 100-meter dash. Gymnastics. Okay, gymnastics is cool. We can do that one. I was practicing this one, so I kind of have an idea for what to do here. Although I don't know. I mean, the manual says like you can do 3 somersaults in this. I'm like, I tried. It's like I barely can do even one. I don't know what the tip is to push fire button to push off the horse. Oh, that's probably my problem. I'm not pushing off the horse to get the height. That's probably it. So you're supposed to hit fire button to hold, let go to go, jump again, left or right to twist, and then push off the horse once it hits the horse, and then that'll be your launch. And then you have to do like up, down. Down is to land. You can do up for a crouch. You can do a neutral for dive for a middle turn. And then you can correct your landing, I guess. So this ought to be technically fun. Here we go. Oh boy. I got a 5.9 for that crap. Sorry, I gotta figure this out here. She's not launching off of it. I might try that one again. Yeah, let's just do that one more time. She doesn't launch. Just fell. I don't know what happened there. All right, we'll move on. Compete in one event. Let's change this one up. 21 CJ. You can't compete as East Germany. Wow. You can't compete as Czechoslovakia, Hungary. It's really just NATO bloc countries, except I think you can do USSR. All right, we'll do the freestyle relay. This one I remember. It's about jumping into the water at the right time. Fire button as you swim, and then you're gonna hit the joystick left to make your turn. And then the 100-meter freestyle is very similar. What's cool about this one is the timing. If you get the timing of the swimming right, it's as the swimmer's arm hits the water, you hear that splash sound. That's when you should be hitting the button, I think. Oh no, do we have to switch joysticks here? Nope, okay. Oh, too late, or too early. I was trying to time it just right. Can't do that again if we... Oh! Come on, time it. Right there. You can see he's going really fast here. Not really getting the timing right yet. Getting it on the return leg, though. Good time here. Come on, swim. Guy's slow. $147.5. I think that's pretty good. I've always liked that one. I don't know why. It's when you play it against somebody else, it's fun because you're right neck and neck with him, and you start yelling at the screen. He starts yelling at the screen, and it's like you're going at it, just like trying to up the other guy. It does have the same type of excitement as like if you're watching it live on TV. You know, it's an exciting event. Um, because you have four different people and they all have different styles, especially if you have a medley race. Sometimes one person is stronger in the four-man team, one's the weaker link, and the announcers will tell you that. And it's like, this is the anchor guy. Here he goes. He's going to get back a lot of that time. And you see him start flying. The crowd goes wild and stuff. And I don't know. It's exciting. I like that event. All right, let's do 100-meter freestyle. Of the Summer Games series, I think I like Summer Games 2 the best. Be honest, I don't think I've done a lot of the game's summer edition, although there was the gymnastics event in that one I remember doing, so that I must have it. The games, yeah, I do have it. We might try that one if we have time tonight. So this is just real quick here. Good timing there. Pretty straightforward. The last one's going to be skeet shooting. Probably do terrible at it because I have to use the cursor keys for it, but with a joystick, it's a little bit easier, as you can imagine. But we'll give it our best. Yeah, we might try the game Summer Edition tonight if I have time. It's only 8:30 here, so I mean it's possible I might have time to do this tonight. All right, last one. Let's change it up again. Which country this time? I am tempted. Let's see, for skeet shooting. I don't know. Really don't know. Who has a cool national anthem? We do Canada. Incidentally, if you want to, as you're trying these out, you can actually, I think, hit the space bar and you'll hear the national anthem before you actually get a chance to pick it. So if you ever really wanted to like pick a specific one, wanted to hear the anthem first before you go, you can do that. Do skeet shooting. So this one's pretty straightforward. You got the little target here. You got to move it as the skeets are coming across your screen, and when the skeets run into your target circle, your reticle, you hit the fire button, and it shoots the shotgun shell there, and you should get the target. So, here we go. Whoa, why are we not moving? Oh, like this. Oop, missed. There we go. Ah, missed. There we go. Missed it. Such aura this guy gives off, man. I think it's been the saying of the Olympics right now, especially when it comes to the shooting events. I hear that a lot. Like, this girl gives off such an aura. It's like it's what the kids, I guess, are saying now. I don't know about that. I guess I get what their meaning is, but man, it's like I think they're overreacting a bit. This one's pretty easy, right in the middle. Just got to move straight up. Boop. There you go. 17 out of 25. That's pretty good. All right. Ass. Great. These records kind of look legit, although the 100-meter dash is a bit crazy. 9.27. I don't know about that one. Gymnastics looks legit. Yeah, 25 in that one. Yeah, I mean, these look like legit records. 5.8 being the pole vault. I think that's the highest you can really get. I've never seen anyone do 5.9 or 6. Anyway, so that's that. There was no closing ceremonies in this version, so let's move over to Summer Games 2. I love those those splash screens where the hackers just come in there. Oh yeah, check us out, we're awesome. Move over to Summer Games 2. We'll get the opening ceremonies here. It'll be slightly different than the last one, I believe. While I'm waiting for this, I'm going to bring up the game's summer editions. Oh, I forgot there was archery in that one. I completely forgot there was archery. Let's see. Let me look at those events now. There was archery. There's apparently pole vault. That's interesting. Huh. Uneven parallel bars. I remember that one. There was the velodrome cycling. The rings. I remember diving. Don't remember that one. Oh, and the hurdles. Oh my goodness. Oh, and the hammer throw. I remember that one. Huh, there's an Easter egg in that one too. Is there an Easter egg in this one? There was an Easter egg in the first one, which was called it's called Bummer Games. So I don't know. Let me look this one up real quick. Summer Games 2 guide. Bring up the C64 wiki that usually has a good indication of the Easter egg. Yes, Easter egg before the title screen appears. F3 delete cursor down. I don't think I could do it now, but and plus I don't know what cursor down is on this, so never mind. All right, triple jump. We'll start with that one first. Let's do this. One of the cool things that Summer Games 2 had that was pretty nice was you could actually play the Summer Games 1 events and do like a whole slew of events, like 16 of them. Excuse me. So you could do like all 16 events, all the Summer Games 1 events and all the Summer Games 2 events, and just play them, and it would just prompt you for the disc when it needs it. But you could do that as like, hey, we're gonna play all the events, and you get all your buddies together, and you just all play free for all in that. Some people would be good at Summer Games 1, some would be good at Summer Games 2, and again, it was a cool thing they did. It was a nice little hook that they put into that, so I like that. Anyway, we're gonna compete in one event. What countries can we choose this time? I wonder. Probably the same ones, huh? Why don't we go with, let's try Mexico. Now this one I did so many times, I kind of remember it by heart. Right, right, left, and then up. That's all it is. It's just a matter of timing your foot falls to the movement of the joystick. If you do it right, you actually make a jump. If you do it really good, you make a really great jump. What I also love about this version as opposed to the Summer Games 1 is that your avatar on the screen will typically do something different. Like I'll point it out here in the triple jump while we're waiting for this to load. He will actually sulk and he'll kick his foot or something like that if he fails, or if he makes a great jump, he'll raise his hands to the crowd, and you'll see a replay on the jumbotron and stuff. It's just little things like that. They're not necessary. I mean, you don't need them to play the game, but they just add to the ambiance and to the effect of the game. I find that very, very fascinating to me. So, um, what else do I remember? Like rowing didn't have a whole lot. I don't think javelin had anything like that. Try to remember some of the other ones here. See, little thing like that. He's like flexing his legs and stuff. He's like, I'm gonna get ready for this. Music's pretty cool. I dig it. All right. See if I remember this well enough or not. Here we go. Go goes in his windup. He runs. You get to the line and you bah, bah, bah. Not bad, 1590. That was a good start. See, raises his heart. You see the little replay on the jumbotron. Look at that, crowds cheering. It's just cool, you know. I think that is just one of the coolest things that they did that. All right, I'm trying to remember how. I think I did like 16.8 as my best, maybe even 17 at my all-time best. I don't know if I can reach that on this, but we'll try it. Here we go. Right. Oh, I faulted. Rats. Now he falls down. Sulks. Poor me. Here we go. I'll time this just right here. Another 15.8. Well, you get the idea, though, you know. Little practice there, and you can, like, it's really about, like, how long you can hold the joystick in each movement. Like, hold it right, then you got to snap back, hold it right again, snap back, hold it left, and then as he's jumping, push up to get the maximum air. So, I guess I got a 1590. Okay. All right. Let's compete in one. We're gonna go with Netherlands. Well, no, we'll go with Great Britain first, then Netherlands. Okay. Rowing. Rowing's pretty easy. It's just left, right, left, right. It's a matter of timing, is all it is. I'm going to look ahead to equestrian because I remember javelin pretty easy. Start the run, raise speed, lower speed, jump, land, jump. Yeah, that's right. Jumping and landing is the big one. And high jumping, my goodness. I really wanted to do great at high jumping, but I really struggled to really do well with it. Fencing, I remember doing. That one was okay. Cycling, I might pass on cycling, unfortunately, because that's going to require moving the joystick fast, and I can't do that with the keyboard. But we could do kayaking, too. All right. I'm trying to maximize their power there and get a rhythm. So, you know, max back, max forward. Keep that yellow bar in the max as much as possible. Sometimes you shorten your stroke a little bit, but it's really about just getting some timing. It's not difficult to beat the computer pacer, in my opinion, because I'm already like 25 meters ahead of him. It's only a 250-meter race, so 27.1, not bad. I'm sure people are doing this in like 25 seconds or something. Pretty simple. Oh, look at that. I got a record. Sweet. And that was another cool thing that you could do with the Summer Games and the Summer Games 2, is like you could have world records. And it would save them for you, you know. It would save your progress. Like, I remember I did this and I got 27.1. Look at that, you know. All right, change this up. Let's listen to somebody new. Let's try the Netherlands. I think we'll do Japan next. Oh, nice. He made his character for Shattered Star. So that went all right then, huh? Good. I wonder how often this character is going to die. All right, so Javelin's going to be a little tricky on this one. I don't know how well I'm going to do it because it does require smashing the fire button. But I always loved this event because it was simple, yet at the same time you could um, it was very difficult to master. You had to be able to, first of all, you had to smash the button as fast as you could to get the running speed, and then you have to tip the joystick left and get your spear to angle just right at the right angle, and then right, with the joystick to get him to throw it, and to do all that before the foul line, and make sure that that angle is the maximum possible angle. All of that, it's a hard combination to master, but it's simple to kind of describe. Um, I remember when we used to play this and we had joysticks, the simple joysticks for this. Some of them would have the auto fire button where if you just flick the switch, it's as if the joystick, you're constantly pressing the fire button on it, which is a way to kind of cheat in this one. So we would always tell each other, look, no auto fire on this, or if you do it, everybody auto fire, so we all get the same advantage. All right, here we go. I'm going to see how we're going to do this here. Oh, that's terrible. I got 41-43. That was terrible. I got to lean back further on that one. I was watching some videos of actual javelin throwers and some records that could never be beaten, like Jan Zalesny there, and some of the records he made, and just watching these guys and the way they whip their arm and throw the javelin, man, it's like, God, I'm surprised they don't lose their rotator cuff after 5 throws. That's not bad. Not bad. Oh, that's decent. That's not going to make 100. Oh, so close to 80. That's about the right angle, though. I'm going to try and switch it and go with the right finger here. There we go. It's a pretty good throw, even though it's low. I want to do this again. Now that I did it that way, I want to play one more time with this. 86-37 is not bad. I think you could do 100 in this, though. And the way I did it that last time, I think I can do a little better. All right, let's just keep everything the same. All right, here we go. Ready? Yeah. Oh! Thought he leaned it all the way back. I guess I went too far. He still almost got 60 meters off that throw, though. Oh, no! Oh, I may have to go to practice mode on this one. Too high. Off the screen. Too high. It's going to go way up. He'll clear 90. Not bad. Could have been better. All right, we're going to go to practice mode. Because I want to try now. I want to try and get 100 on this. This is fun. This is probably my favorite event. That and triple jump. Here we go. It was terrible. All right. A little better. It's got to go higher than that, though. Right up to the top of the crowd is where I'm looking for. Not bad. It's almost there. No, we got 100. Look at that. I think we could do a little bit better, though. If we get it just a little higher in the angle. I'll try one more time here. It's crap. There it is. That's the one. That's the one. Oh, no, it's not. That's still a pretty good throw. 193. All right, we're not going to waste more time on this, I don't think. Curious what the record is on this. 101.25, so I was pretty close. Pretty close. I might have been able to beat that. I should be able to beat the equestrian if I can complete the course. All right. Compete. Should have picked GB for equestrian because they're usually pretty good at it. We'll do Japan. Pretty cool anthem. All right, equestrian. Here we go. The instructions on this one, I had to look them up again. So you hit the fire button to start the run. It's just the joystick at this point. Raising the speed, lower the speed, right to jump, left to land. I don't want to go too fast. Takes a little while for these to load. Let's see. So, what else is going on? Here we go. Nice music. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. You go faster? Oh, that's right. It's up to go faster. It's all about the front legs, I remember. When the front legs are about to land, that's when you gotta hit the left button. Oops. I gotta go back. Ah. Shield Hero. Sounds like fun. Sounds like it's right up my alley. Ah, keep going faults here. I was doing so good, now I messed it up. All right. Total faults 106. Optimum time would have been 50 seconds, so I went too late. It's not a record, I don't think. I think the lower the score you're looking for, the better, so. That Shield Hero, was that an anime? Yeah? Okay, so I gotta check that out now. Next flicks. Alright, what's next? What is next? Let's go with Brazil. Oh, the high jump. Oh boy. This one I never really did very well at, but I loved it because, again, it's a track and field event and it's challenging. And it is satisfying when you do make a jump. So the running is a little weird. You have to keep hitting right, I think, with the pace of the steps. And then you have to move closer to the crossbar, hit the button to jump when you get to the first post, and then press the up to kick your feet over the crossbar, apparently. Oh, we're definitely jumping here. There we go. Oops, ran by it. Oh, they didn't penalize me. Yeah, that's cool. Nope. Timing was off on that one. Nope. I didn't do it. Let's try that again. See, that's the thing. I don't know the timing of the kicking of the feet over. I think that's what's throwing me off. Because it looks like he's making the jump easy. Hey, Saldra. Good to hear from you again, my friend. Oh, goodness. Defensive fencing movement. Fence to the right, left. Forwards and fire, backwards and fire. Huh. Well, we'll try the fencing. Why not? Let's see. Give me a country. Let's go with... Oh, let's see. I'm going to go with Italy. All right, fencing it is. Side 2. All right, so we have to Alt 8, select that. I also recently looked at some of the old Computes Gazettes from the 1980s, the magazine I used to receive when I was a kid, and I had a Commodore bread bin and stuff. It does make me want to try and type in some of those old programs just to kind of show people what it was like, you know, because that was a thing back then. When you were a kid in the 80s and stuff, if you didn't have the cash to go buy the the games, like some of the games that were really out there, like Summer Games 2, you could always turn to Compute's Gazette to see if you could find a cool game in there that you could type in. People would just publish them in there for free. As long as you pay the subscription of the magazine, you could type in the programs and, you know, away you go. You have a free piece of software. Save it to disk and there you go. And I would like to do that. I would like to at least type them in, um, play with them a little bit, show them off on the channel, and then just accumulate them, I guess, as I go through each magazine. This is going to be tough. I don't remember this so much. This was still pretty cool, though. I remember this one. So hit the jab up and down, and then left and right to move. That's right. Oh, you got me. I really didn't try to attack on that one. I love the fact that the computer looks like a Commodore, too. The 1541 disk drive. Got him! Oh, he jabbed me in the face. Yeah! Oh, they nullify each other. Hiya! Ow. Stabbed me. Ready, and... Yeah, yeah, yeah! 2 apiece. I think it comes down to this one. Oh, he just got it in there. Cut his head off. Got him! It's kind of a cheese move, but we'll take it. How many times? You gotta get 5 of these? Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah! Ah. Yeah, yeah. Oops. It's the kid Zaldra. La la la. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I stab at thee. Boo. Get too fancy here. It's tied up. Oh, that was cheap. He tried the same cheese move as I did. Red and Red 2, great movies. That's Bruce Willis, I think, right? I would like to see Red 1, believe it or not. I saw the trailer for it in the Deadpool Wolverine movie. It's got Dwayne Johnson. It's got Chris Evans. So I'm sold. I'll go see it. Yay, we won the fencing. Santa Claudine movie. It does. It looks fun. It looks like it's gonna be a fun. It looks like it's gonna be a fun movie. I enjoyed Chris Evans throughout a lot of his movies. I still haven't seen Knives Out, which I'm pissed off about. I really need to go back and look at that one. Um, but yeah, I like Chris Evans. I'm a fan. Well, we got a record. Great. Side one. Let's open that up. Boom. Attach that. And I'll predict this now. I do believe that we're going to see, well, we know we're going to see Robert Downey Jr. in a future Marvel movie as Doctor Doom, but I'm predicting that we will see him as Iron Man one more time, and we will probably see Chris Evans as Captain America one more time. That's my prediction. I don't know if it's going to come in Avengers Secret Wars. I don't know if it's going to come in another Avengers movie, but my prediction is we will see them suit up again one more time. I believe that because they'll find really the thing that's holding them both back from doing it again is they want to make sure that the sanctity of their characters' stories remains intact. And with the multiverse, it can. They can bring back another version of them from a different universe, and it keeps the original stuff fully intact, doesn't tarnish their legacy at all. It just needs to be an interesting story, in my opinion. And I think Marvel's good enough that they can do it. They've got enough great writers that they can manage that. So, all right, last event we're gonna do with this one. Let's do this. Let's do Espana. Sounds very anthemic. Kayaking. This one was a pain. The reason why I say that is like if you don't get it right, you struggle and you start cursing at this thing. Um, left, right, accelerate, and then go backwards. Okay. So this is a frustrating one. I gotta get this. Hold on. I gotta switch this over. The reason why it's frustrating is because you have the current for your kayak and it's consistently flowing. You have to be able to maneuver your kayak, which is tough, and you have to do it the right way through the gates. Otherwise, you know, attain penalties and such. And you can get stuck on things like little clumps of islands and rocks and stuff in the stream, and it's very frustrating to be able to get yourself out of that. So yeah, I can see people cursing this one up and down. I think you know what I'm thinking about this after this event. I think I do want to try and do a little typing. Let me see if I've got a program in mind. I did have one in mind. I was looking at the very first episode of Computes Gazette. Just looking at this magazine, I'm sorry, I'm just kind of thumbing through it a little bit. There's a lot of cool little programs you can mess with. It's pretty neat. Like little snippets of code that you can run into your computer, your emulator, and you can kind of learn a little bit more about how the computer works, which is pretty neat. I'm trying to look at some of these programs. Some of these are pretty long. I don't know if I want to go that far into it. I wonder if I could download this thing. I'd love to be able to show this off. They do have a PDF. I should try that. Okay, so with this one, looking at your kayak, that light orange part is the front of your kayak, and it's important to remember that because if you don't, then you get all mixed up going through the gates, and before you know, you're getting all sorts of penalties, right? You watch out for little things like these islands. You can see the current's pretty fast, so you're gonna go fast. It's basically you turn your kayak left and right, and then it's forward to paddle forward, backward to paddle backwards to try and get yourself around the right way. So here we go. So the first one's pretty easy. Now you gotta turn. And now all of a sudden I'm already in trouble. See? I gotta work my way around. Turn this way. Whoops. Now, look, see, you're already kind of stuck on these islands. You gotta get all the way around. And this is the frustrating part. You're fighting against the current, and you're trying to work your way all the way over to number 5 over here. And then try to set yourself up for number 6, wherever that might be, which, oh, it's in reverse. So now we have to do this. No, don't go through it. Don't go through it. No! Ah! What are you doing, you crazy guy? No, no! Don't go through 7 yet. Oops, I messed that up. I guess I was supposed to go through it backwards, not reverse. Messed it up. That's okay. Got that one, number 7. But you can see how hard this is. It's like I'm smashing these keys and like nothing's happening. So we got 8. And the current is just brutal. And see 10, you notice, like, whoops, I got all turned around here. Notice the blue is on the left now and not the red, which means you have to actually go through it this way. That's what I messed up for on the last one. Turn! Turn! And he runs into the post, and it's very, very frustrating. Just trying to get him lined up, and then he won't turn when you want him to turn. I'm smashing to left and right, and nothing's happening the way I want it to. Ow. Get through the gate. My God. Oh my God, this is brutal. Oh, go through the gate. Thank you. My God. Smash this guy too. Get over there. Three more gates. No, I gotta go in reverse on this one. See, that's how you're supposed to do it. And you gotta do this one over here. It's just really tough. See that narrow angle there? Trying to get through here is ridiculous. I do remember my friends and I cursing the crap out of this one. This is just so tough. So there you go. Nice little recap. I got to give them that. You can actually see where you went wrong. You know, how many penalty seconds you got. Pretty neat. Let me see if I can open up this PDF and show it. How can I do that? I can do it in Edge. I wonder if I can show it in Edge. I don't need that. Let me try. I need to set something up here inside of OBS to do this. But I'm kind of curious as to how this will work. Oh, we'll do the closing ceremonies here too. Excuse me. Am I ready for the next session of Iron Gods? I believe the correct answer to that question is something to do with a bear and pooping in the woods. I'm so gung ho for Iron Gods. It's something about the character. Honestly, I figured this out, and I think I said this before in the last stream. When you're invested in the character, and it's dangerous to put an emotional investment into a character, but I did it with my first character, Senna. I had a very strong emotional investment in that character because of how I crafted it and how I played it and the way I wanted it to go. And I've done the same with this one. I have a very strong emotional attachment to this one because it's Steve Rogers, it's Captain America, and everything. So yeah, I'm totally like, I wish we could play like every night with Iron Gods. You know, I enjoy it that much. So you can see with this one, with the closing ceremony, the night gets darker. The flame eventually is going to go out. Again, this is the closing ceremonies. Little dude on a jetpack. Got the Ride of the Valkyries here. Yeah, me too. I really do. Yay! I wish we could play every Saturday. It would be a lot of fun. We got the blimp with Epyx there. To think somebody had to program all this, you know? It's just amazing to me. It's stuff like this that when I want to be a programmer, like if I wanted to program games on the Commodore 64, even today, I really wish I had all the time in the world. There's our fireworks. Now, I remember what you have to do with this one, just kind of let the fireworks play out, and the blimp's actually going to come back and give another message in there about future games from Epyx, so we'll let that happen. But yeah, I don't know, I just enjoy playing as Steve Rogers as Captain America. I love the Shield Champion. I may do it again in another campaign if I'm really inclined to do it, you know. It's just fun to be able to use Shield Bash to smash things, to play as that character, you know, to role play him, and to, you know, look forward to doing things like throwing the shield, bouncing the shield, doing vital strike, you know, landing damage, and just being an all-around like athletic character who can do stuff. You know, it's fun. Contra. All right, so now they're advertising winter games coming soon. your local store. Yes, we bought games in a store, not online. Also available from Epyx. Summer Games. So they're advertising their old stuff. Jets Combat Simulator. I remember that one. I remember playing Contra. And we will probably dust that one off too. I think I played Contra 2 a little bit more. And it was fun because World's Greatest Baseball Game. I remember that one too. Contra was fun, and Contra 2 were fun because, and Temple of Apshai, we played that one. G.I. Joe. Barbie. Chipwits. I don't remember Chipwits. Contra 2 was pretty similar to Contra, as I remember. What was cool about it was the fact you could play co-player, co-op, multiplayer. So my brother and I would just like, hey, you want to play Contra 2 and see if we could beat the whole thing? Sure. And so we would, work together. It's one of the rare instances I can recall in my childhood of working together with my brother. So it was, that was the cool part about it. It was, you could work together and you weren't fighting with your brother for once. You were actually working together, and you could use the little, the secret, up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. I think this one's actually BA, BA, not BA start. They had a little secret in it to get extra lives and stuff, and I remember certain weapons were better, like the scatter shot was the best in our opinion, because even though the lightning bolt was pretty bad too, you could do a lot of damage with them. I don't know. I don't remember what the actual command was. I thought it was up, left, right, up, down, left, right, BA, BA, or something like that. I forget. It's usually like BA start, but who knows? I'll look it up when we get to playing that one. Anyway, I remember using the scatter shot weapon was the best because you'd have so many enemies on the screen, and just the scatter shot, you could just like hang in the corner and just kind of bow, 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 and clear the screen, and cover your buddy and stuff. While he would go get a power up or something like that, and you could work together. You could lay down, you could shoot up, you could do all sorts of things, and you just kind of worked together through it, beat the bosses and stuff. And I remember we did beat the games a couple times, so that was cool. It was a cool thing to do. All right, can I introduce a web browser? Let me try. Oh, that's great. Local file. Just give me a second here. Well, it's kind of there. I gotta try and adjust this a little bit. I don't know how I'm gonna make that fit on screen here. But this is Compute's Gazette. Let me see if I can make this better. What's it doing here? I gotta try and... It's showing up differently here. I don't know if I can do it this way or not. That's okay. We'll mess around with this one. One second here. I'm a little bit discombobulated with this. I'm messing up my other screen here. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. Let me bring this back. So this is Computes Gazette. I don't know if I can fix this or if I could do a different way of looking at this file. It's it's showing the thing, but I can't get it to zoom out. At least not easily anyways. I wonder if I could do it a different way. Let me mess around with this a little bit. Of course, getting the properties of this thing is tough. Oh, we could probably increase this. What if we did 1024 by 768 and go with something like that? That just makes it bigger. It's really not what I want. It kind of works though. I can't scroll down in it, unfortunately. I don't think. Nope. Let me try this again. Give me 1 second here. Let's get rid of that. If I can capture a window, that would be great. Let's do window capture. Edge. Yeah, this would work. Now I just gotta, it's too big. Yeah, great. Sorry for doing this on the fly, everybody, but I just want to put this on the screen here. Make this a little bit manageable here. That's kind of better. Oof. Can we get this to go like page width, maybe? This way. Whoa, there you go. It's a bit big. A bit much. Here, I'll bring this down a little bit here. All right, we're in decent shape now. Okay. I need to get out of manual zoom here. Fit to page again. That's better. Okay. So this is Computes Gazette. This was good for, like it says here at the top, Commodore 64, VIC-20. And this is a physical magazine that you would get in the mail. It was usually monthly. This is the July 1983 issue, the very first issue, $2, you know. And what else? Can I page down with this? Yeah. So what you could do is, this is a PDF version. This is the cover, of course, and what I love about this is that it brings back a lot of memories from the old advertising and the way we used to advertise for things and the way we used to sell computers. There was no online. Well, there was online, but it wasn't like what we see today with the internet. It was just BBSs where you might be able to get a program if you were lucky. Most of the time, it was you had to go and either type the program in or buy it from your local computer store like Babbage's or um, Electronics Boutique. Some of the other ones, Radio Shack sometimes would have software. Sears would have software. There'd be a lot of different places you could go and find this. So, but I love looking at the old advertisement like Broderbund with Choplifter. Um, some other ones I never even tried, like this one. I have no idea what this one was. Um, just the advertising they had in some of this stuff. Just looking at some of these things just kind of brings you back. This is how we used to do things. We used to read through a magazine, and even with like in the 90s, I remember looking through Computer Shopper magazines that were like this thick, really thick books, humongous magazines, and you'd be flipping through page after page after page looking for computer deals on motherboards or disk drives or monitors or whatever. because the internet was still kind of in its infancy. People weren't actually shopping wise; they weren't advertising on there, So, but anyway, here's the table of contents. There was some cool little features there asking you, do you need a cassette recorder, talking about the video and some of the details of it. When you look at the computer, the listings there at the bottom, you have the program listings, which show you all the games that they advertise and stuff, or the other programs they would advertise, and those would be all the program listings at the back. Um, Look at some of the programs if I can find them here. They have a question like, feedback, talking about how to automatically run programs with the VIC-20, why your Commodore 64 only has 39K of RAM instead of 64K of RAM, because the computer actually needs to use some of it for itself. Just little things like that. Here's Synapse software for Apocalypse, was a game I played a lot. Seamus is another one. They have hardware in there as well. Your uninterruptible power system, UPS devices. Um, can you upgrade a Commodore 64? Questions like that. Here's an example of the beginner's corner of like how you can program in this thing. Here's a fun ad of like was it they call it screenplay software. I forget what we originally called them, but this is the advertisement that led to the Wild. If you remember me playing through that one, the Warrior of RAS games. Um, so yeah, that was this is the advertisement that you would see for some of this stuff. Ride the Dragon. Yeah, okay. Uh, Stuff like that. I could try some of these things. So you could do something like this. I'll switch back over to, let's just hide this for a second here. And we will reset the Commodore. And this was what was great about the Commodore is you could do stuff like this. You could just open it up and start typing in. You didn't have to load a compiler. You didn't have to do anything fancy. You just, boom, ready to program? We can program. So 10, print, and then it's quote. Oh, great. Now I got to remember quotes. Quotes. Now I got to remember where all the keys are. Oh, what was it? There's one for a brace that I don't remember what it was. Um, that's not it. I don't remember what it was. There's the pi symbol. That wasn't it either. It's not this one. What was the curly brace on the Commodore? It wasn't a number key, was it? No. Oh, I don't remember. Let me see if there's something in there about the keyboard settings. Keyboard. Positional. I wish they'd show you what the key map is. They don't show it. Rats. I gotta look it up now. Stand by. Give me an image of that. Show me. Wow, I don't even see it. Where was it? How did you do a curly brace? Oh, maybe it wasn't a curly brace. That's probably it. It's probably the clear key. That's what they want. Oh, great. Now I gotta remember what that was. That's not it. I don't think that's it either. That's definitely not it. What was the clear key on this? Hmm. That's the backspace. Ugh, that's something. Wow, that's something. I honestly don't remember what it was now. I can see the key, I just can't get to it. That's the home key. I wonder if it's this. Oops. Let's cleared it. Let's do another reset real quick. God, I'm rusty. Very, very rusty. I wonder what the clear was. 10 print. This is the home key. I wonder if that's control home. All right. One more time. 10 print. It was shift. I think it's this. That might be it. 20 print. Hello. So all I'm doing is just typing in lines from the magazine. What was the colon on this one? Should be this one. But it's not. There we go. It's weird because I'm expecting the quotation marks key to be next to the enter key, but it's really shift 2. How are you? 50, do print, do like an extra carriage return. 60, print John. I could do a semicolon, which is this key. And then you could do this. And you could also do this. Comma, and then do this. And then you could end your program with end like that, and then run. All right, so I missed the clear, but other than that, it worked. You can kind of see where it went off the rails there. Let me see if I can fix number 10. 10 print. Let's try shift that. There we go. So this just shows you like basic example of, how you could code with just some simple stuff in BASIC, right? So here's showing you, okay, here's how I write text to the screen. And if I use certain characters like the semicolon, it puts stuff right next to each other. Or if I use a comma, it puts a nice big space in there too, right? So now if we go even further with that, we can add color to it. or we can do some other things, Um, so there's a couple lines in there as well about moving the cursor. Let's try that. So if um, we could type in, and that's the cool thing about this. I don't want to call it the compiler, but basically the programming environment here with BASIC is you could type in a line number like this, and it'll insert the line in automatically in your program. So we're going by steps of 10 with this. So now if we type in 72, it's actually going to insert it between 70 and 70, and I'm sorry, 70 and 80. We could do print like this, and I think we just do that, and then go down like that. And then we can do 74, print. I might have to do this again. 3 right, move right. If we run that, so you can see if we list the program, you can see what happened there. We typed some stuff in, and then when we used line 72 to go down, we actually moved down 2 lines, and it printed the words go down. And then we wanted to go 3 steps to the right, moved over 3 cursor places to the right, and it moved the text right. It's little stuff like this you can do from that the Computes Gazettes were great with. You can do 76, print tab 6, and then, oops, I got the wrong, whoops, what is it? Tab, there we go, 6, forget which one's which now. Semicolon, and type the word 6. Run that. See, tab 6 over to the right. What else? You could add color to it. We can do a whole new program. So it clears everything out. There's nothing in our memory now. It just cleared out what we're typing in. Now we can go ahead and type in a new program. We can do this, and then we do clear the screen, and then print hello. 30 is print control and one of the color keys in the top row. Well, that's gonna be fun. So I think it's like this. That's red. This is red. 40 is, and whether or not you're in the right quotation marks also mattered here too, because if you hit the quotation mark wrong and like close it, you don't get the same thing happening. What I mean by that is if you look at line 30, you see that little character before the word this, that means change the color of the font to red. If you're outside the quote mark and you try and do that, it actually changed your cursor color to red. With this one, we need to do Control 6. I think that's green. And then 50, print, and then it says you're supposed to do this, black. So we do Control 1, and then that's the end, and then run. So it worked. So we have a red, and then we have a green, and then we have another crazy color font there for some reason. And that's really not black. So apparently I got the colors wrong a little bit there. But that's okay. It's different because you're trying to do this on a PC keyboard and try to remember what the Commodore keyboard was, which was different. And then you could do something silly like you could do a 900, go to 900, which will basically put the program in an endless loop. So, boop. Well, it didn't work. Oh, I forgot to take that out. That's why. 60 rem, and then run. and that puts it in an endless loop. I have no cursor, and of course it's broken here. So yeah, it's just little useful things like that you could learn about in a magazine like this. I just found that fascinating. What else? What other cool little things I can show? There were some, I don't want to say they're Easter eggs and stuff, but there were some other things in there. Take care, Foxfire. Have yourself a great night. I'll talk to you probably tomorrow or probably Tuesday. Um, hope you have yourself a great week. What else? I was trying to look for some like different snippets and stuff here. There was one that I did see. Oh, here's one about testing the video. So we could do that one. Um, Another thing that you could do with the Commodore, I don't remember how to break the program here. Give me a second. I'll just reset. It'll just be easier. One of the things you could do is you could peek and poke. Um, and what that means is like the peek command allowed you to read from a certain area in memory of the computer, and poke allowed you to place a value in a certain area of memory in the computer. Now, depending on where you put values or where you read the values from, could indicate like, are you messing around with what's on the screen, or are you messing around with something else in data, what have you. So, for example, I'm going to try doing this poke 15, 24, 80, comma 81. It puts a ball in the center of the screen. Okay. The reason for that is the memory location for your screen starts at the value 1024, and it goes all the way through 1,000, I think. So 2023 is the last location you could poke at. So let's say I were to poke 102481. Now I put a ball up in the upper left hand corner. Poke 202381. Now you've got a ball in the right corner, right? Um, you could change colors, of course, so I could just do this, or I could do, I got to find the right one. I don't have, oops. Problem is I don't have a Commodore key here, and I'm trying to figure out what that looks like. Oops, that's Control Shift. I don't think it's Windows, so I don't know. Let's keep it the little cyan color here. Um, there's some other cool things you could do in here as well. There was a little snippet I saw in here about like how fast can your computer run, and how can you use things like machine language, because what we're messing around with right now is basic, right? This is just basic and basic commands and stuff. If you start using machine language, you can actually make things run a little bit quicker, and it works a little bit faster for you, and also saves a little bit of memory too. So let's see, where did I see that? The Exatron stringy floppy. I never even knew this existed. I want to show this one off too. Um, Let me bring this back up on to the magazine here. So I don't know if you could see this or not, but they were reviewing what's called an Exatron stringy floppy. I had never heard of this until the other day when I read about this. Apparently, it's a combination of a tape cassette, but it acts like a floppy disk in a way, because it's a one-way spinning cassette. So in other words, you don't have to rewind it to go back, to go backwards and then go forwards like a normal cassette would. And you could, depending on how to find stuff, it could be pretty fast, as fast as a disk drive. Um, and faster than tape. And there's a picture of it right there with a little cassette right there, the wafer they call it. Um, I would love to see one of these in action if I could ever find one. I don't know if they would even exist anymore or what, but that's some rare hardware there. I don't ever recall hearing of a Exatron stringy floppy, but that's cool stuff, man. It just gives you an idea of how we were trying to think of things, back then. Well, let's see. Here's some stuff about, games. Like these, they give you in each magazine, they give you a description of a game, and usually they'll give you the listing at the end of the magazine. Like Alpha Bug, for example. I remember typing this one in, as a matter of fact. Um, and they give you a little typing, tell you what the game's about, how to play it and stuff. And then at the end says see program listing on page 120. And then you could type the game in, you know. Same thing with this one, Vic Marquis, the Vic 20. Word Hunt was another one. They had a word hunt game. Just it's very interesting to look at some of these things. It's like, hey, people are just giving this stuff away for free. Um, I found that cool. All right, here's the one I wanted to get into. So let me bring I'm going to hide this one again. This is about speed. So we're going to go ahead and reset real quick here. I hope I can type this in correctly. So if we do the first program, I'm just going to type it in, and then we'll just do, let's see, shift clear, and then I need a colon. A equals, oh great, now I got to find the equals command. What was equals, I wonder? Oh, it's next to the return key. Wow. Doesn't exist. Let me try. No, it's a semicolon. Where would they have put the equals key, I wonder? Huh. I have no idea. Yeah, I may not be able to type this in. There's supposed to be a key called the equals key right next to the enter key, but it's on my keyboard. It doesn't exist because Commodore actually had an extra key next to the colon and the semicolon, which does not exist on my keyboard. So now I have to figure out how to type that in. How to type the equals symbol. It would be nice if we could just see the key map. That's not it either. C64 keyboard layout for Windows. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it happening here. We might not be able to do this until I figure out how to type all the keys on these ones. But what I was going to show was like how you could go from a simple basic program, then do a couple of optimization efforts to like assign things to variables, and you can see it actually runs faster. And then you continue to keep iterating through these things and get faster and faster until you get to a point where you're using machine language and it's running really, really fast. And that was important back in the day to be able to optimize your program so it would run fast enough. If you tried to make a space game, for example, like a space shooter that was written entirely in BASIC, it would be very slow, very clunky, right? But if you optimized it through certain things and using machine language or other techniques, you could actually make the thing run even faster. It optimized the use of the language. It optimized the use of the instructions that you gave the computer kernel. So it was just a way to really make things go a lot faster. But we'll save that for another time. I'm going to call it here, and I will. Yeah, I'm probably just going to call it here, and I will probably see you guys on Wednesday night, assuming I can, feel well enough for that. We'll probably get back to Pool Radiance, and yeah, we'll continue on with Pool of Radiance most likely, and then we'll kind of take it from there. I don't see myself doing streams on Monday nights or Thursday nights like I want to. Um, I just right now, real life is just getting in the way of everything. Um, Between work and the grandkids and everything, it's just very, very difficult for me to kind of pull all my thoughts together and put together a show that's worthy of, streaming, other than something I've already kind of developed. So I'm going to keep it to a twice a week schedule, and then if I can expand on it and get it a little bit more structured and more organized in the future, then I will do that. But right now, I just want to try and keep streaming at least twice a week if I can, just to kind of keep the momentum up here. So anyway, enough of my rambling. Um, Thanks again for joining me tonight. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Fins up, bubbles up, as Jimmy Buffett always said. And I will I'll hopefully see you guys all Wednesday night. Fingers crossed that I'll be feeling well enough for that. And we'll get back to Pool of Radiance. And maybe we'll do a little more coding sometime too. I would like to keep doing this and kind of do these little code snippet things and play around with these things a little bit, just to try and change the pace a little bit. So take care, guys. Have yourselves a great week. Good luck getting through the week here and stuff. I will see you hopefully Wednesday night. Take care.